No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And we're back with, first off, what's your title? So it's GRLA Hebrew?
GRLA Hebrew.
GRLA Hebrew.
Yes, sir.
Explain that.
Right, so Sonetta, you asked me about Sonetta,
Yes.
right? So, everybody know New York for the consciousness, not really the West Coast, right?
Yes.
So I was young coming up out here in California, based out of San Diego when I started my ministry. And, my name got to ringing. So Sonetta heard about me all the way in Harlem. So he like, all right, send me a video. I'm finna put it up. Usually back then, like you had to show up 125th Street if you wanted to get on Sonetta. You know what I'm saying? So I was the first nigga he really let like come and send him something like, man, you can't get out here. I was on probation at the time. I really couldn't move around like that. So he like, look, just send me something. Boom. But he was having trouble with my Hebrew name. My Hebrew name, Alazar Maloya, right?
And what that mean?
Alazar Maloya mean God is my help.
Okay.
Right? So if you read in Exodus, Moses, he named his son, his first son, God is my help. You know what I'm saying? God has helped me through all this, right? Boom. And then Bunloy means son of Levi, my tribe or whatever. So he was messing my name up every time. He like, man, we gotta come up with something else. Let's come up with a nickname. So I'm like, boom, we going back and forth, and then we just came with GRLA Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Gorilla. And then, I was spelling it like guerrilla, like guerrilla warfare, like GUERRILLA.
Yeah.
People was twisting that up. So then I just came, I started moving to like branding myself. That's when I just came with the GRLA. You know what I mean? So you could just sound it out. It's easier. Then I came with the acronym for it, which is God's righteous laws avail. It profits to keep God's laws. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so like you're from San Diego. First off, like I actually had heard that before, right? Because I think Umar Johnson got his start in New York, right, with like Sonetta, right?
Sonetta, yeah.
Yeah, right. So that's a great pipeline, which is why I always wanted to like talk about, to Seti, right? No, Sonetta, right? Because bro, like as a kid, like my foundation, like if again, like folks don't know, my foundation is the conscious community, right?
Okay, that's beautiful.
You feel me? I was a young YouTuber. I'm talking about like making videos back and forth about why Umar Johnson was not a scammer, and then folks were saying he is a scammer, that we were attacked. So my foundation is the conscious movement, right? You feel me? Now, you are from San Diego.
Well, I'm not from San Diego, so I'm born in Tacoma, Washington.
Okay.
Right? Boom.
Yeah.
When I was like 12, 13, boom, we moved out here. So I stayed in LA for like a second, like over there, like Ladera Heights for like a second. Then we moved to Orange County. Then my parents split, boom. And then we went to San Diego.
You mind me asking how old you are?
I'm 32.
Yeah, you grew up like Ladera. You went to parent?
Nah. I was only there. I was over there in the summer, like for just a second. Boom.
So what part of San Diego you from?
North County, Vista,
County.
Oceanside, that area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Boom. That was the main place I lived in California, but I bet like, so my parents split, boom. My mom stayed in Orange County, so she was like all over Orange County, Anaheim, Santa Ana, Garden Grove, areas like that, but I was mostly, boom, North County.
Coming from like the West Coast, like you said, we're not really known for consciousness. Like, what made you start studying like religion or the stuff that you are into? Like, who led you to that path? Your parents, or who sent you down the path that you going now?
So basically, like,
Or up?
so yeah. Either way you want to look at it, right? So basically, it was like, I kind of always had a path. My pops always instilled certain things in me as far as like, Black history, Black pride, things like that. Boom. So that was always up in me.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we was, my father's side is Haitian, my mother's side is Irish. So we was hella Catholic, like we was in the Catholic church.
Yeah.
So I always had this like zeal for God type deal. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, but I always had a problem with white Jesus. Like I'm going up in the church, I'm looking up, it's this white boy like, something in me was like, nah, man, this ain't right, but I don't know how to disprove it, so I'm just here type deal. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, boom, I hop on World Star one day. This is in 2008. Hop on World Star, and I see a video. In the video, I got a sign, boom, white Jesus with the devil horns on it. This is not Jesus. Jesus is a Negro. Boy, I click on that, boom. And then I just get the crash course. The Hebrew Israelite class, they going through the Bible, look, boom, showing you how to prove Jesus is black and all that. I'm like, oh yeah, sign me up. Like, this me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This where I'm going now. So I started, that was when I was 17. So boom, when I was 17, I just started. And by the time, turn like 20, I start going full-fledged, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Start going full-fledged, and now, the rest is history. Now we here.
Yeah.
Wait, so like when like you first like start like receiving the teachings, so what? I guess like did you see that say, oh damn, bro, like Jesus is black? Because I know there's like scriptures regarding and his hair was like wool, his skin was like copper, or bronze.
Like bronze is if it burned in the furnace. So not only we already know what bronze look like, but then if you burn it, like come on, you know what I'm saying? So it's clear. But like that stuff we always heard, but like me going to church, it's like I remember I tried to pick up the Bible one day, right? I just picked it up, I looked at it, I was like, man, I don't know what the hell going on. I had to close it, put it to the side, like, nah. So I never really looked at it. So once I seen brothers on the street like going into it, like it's like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? They can do it. I can do it. You know what I mean? So that's how it works.
So your take, are you going with the science over religion when it comes to how the world started?
Well, no. So essentially, there's something called creationism now, a realm of science called creationism, right? Boom. So it's kind of like the biblical take, but like, we don't really identify as a religion. We identify as a culture. You know what I'm saying? Because we trying to function on a cultural level and like the cultural aspect of how our ancestors looked and viewed the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
no. I was going as far back as Adam and Eve. Let there be light, or Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, boom. So if you actually follow Genesis from the top, it actually kind of is in line with the Big Bang Theory for real. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So a lot of people like in church, they don't really look at it like, nah, that ain't it. But even like the concept of Adam and Eve, even the Genesis is not telling you them is the first two people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they come kind of later type deal. So, things like that, just understanding that and just having that opened up. Because when you deal with Genesis, like the first few chapters, it's telling you like hella history, but it's only a couple chapters. Yeah. So you got to really delve into it to start to understand like this is what's going on. It's not as simple as two people, a snake, an apple. Like it's so much more going on than that. But they never told us that. So once like understanding that, it just made everything. It just brought so much clarity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, like when you discover like the Hebrew teachings, right? Now, was you just I've seen this. I'm directly now, like I'm about to start teaching. I'm enlightening now, or was you still, like just battling back and forth between my conscious enlightenment side and the streets?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Cause like I learned this, I believed it. Boom, like I'm sold. Sign me up. But at the same time, like the movement is not where it is today, right? Like where it is today, people hit us up all the time. Yo, I'm here. I'm in wherever the hell, Indiana. Okay, boom, I know somebody. We can link you up.
Yeah.
Then, bro, nigga ain't never heard of this before. People looking at me like, man, so you a Muslim? Like, I'm like, nah. And then they're like, oh, so you're a Muslim. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, nah, I just told you I want to, but you don't eat pork, so you a Muslim. You know what I mean? Like,
It's the beard,
nigga, you know what I mean? Like, niggas just automatically bring me back to, because it's not where it is now. When you got Kyrie and Kanye talking this stuff like, I'm the first niggas heard of. You know what I'm saying? That I'm encountering. So, I still was, like, I was 17. You know what I'm saying? And like we was talking about before we went on about athletics. By the time I'm in 8th grade, I'm just analyzing life. What's the chance? How really skilled am I? What's the chances of me going pro doing this shit? I felt like it's low. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, I start looking at, okay, well, what's feasible right now? I know what's feasible right now.
The streets.
What's outside? That's feasible today. You know what I'm saying? That's
right
gonna pay
now.
me today. You know what I'm saying? So I went that way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I kind of looked down at certain dudes who was playing sports, not even it was some square shit, but just like on some, bro, you're not that good, bro. This ain't finna go nowhere.
And you keep on going. Is this mic on?
Bro.
Is this mic on?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I feel like it's
on.
Here. So like while like battling with the streets and consciousness, you actually went to jail?
Yeah. So I went to jail. How was I went to jail? It was 2013. So I'm like 22 when I went to jail.
Okay.
So yeah, that essentially, boom.
prison or
No, just the
county?
county, just the county.
San
You know what I'm
Diego.
saying? Yeah, Dago
Dago.
County. Signed my
Yeah.
strike. You know what I'm saying? Did a little time, got out, and it was good to me. It was good for me to have a strike hanging over me because it was like that reminder, like
I got two.
hey, listen, go wrong, go like it's like God to go wrong if you want to.
It's over with for you.
Keep playing if you want, like, cause again, I come in at 17, boom, I'm in the streets. It took me like 2.5 years to really get involved. You know what I'm saying? Like really get involved. So I get involved, boom. I go back up top, boom, to Washington. I get involved with a group in Seattle. I come back, you know, things kind of go funny, you know, politics up there, you know, just internally, you know, things happen. We come into enlightenment, but we don't necessarily shake everything, you know what I mean? Where people still, niggas be backbiting, you know what I mean? Stuff like that still happens. Like I'm not gonna present this movement like we're just spotless. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't mess up too. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. So boom, I'm like, all right, let me get up out of it. I'm gonna go back down to Dago. I'm gonna open up shop because ain't nobody opened up shop down there at that point. At this point, there was a group in LA, but there wasn't really no Dago representation. So boom, I'm like,
what were you doing? I mean,
teaching on the streets.
Yeah. So that's what you were profiting off of, or what did you go to jail? No, what did you go to jail for? My bad. Because you went into like different.
We gonna run into it. I'm taking this there. I'm taking this there.
Okay.
All right. So what is your original charge, if you don't mind me asking?
My original charge is attempted robbery and false imprisonment with violence.
Okay, so what I was saying, were you involved with a gang first?
Yeah, so boom, I'm gonna run this into
it. Oh, go ahead. All right. Go ahead.
I'm gonna run this into it, right?
Yeah,
boom.
say less.
So let's go even back further, right? Yeah. Boom, mid-'80s, right? Mid-'80s, we know what's popping. Crack cocaine, right? Yeah. Boom, crack start coming up the 5 freeway, so Portland, Tacoma, my hometown, Seattle, all the LA niggas is coming. South Central,
I done
Compton,
been up there.
Watch. You know what I'm saying?
My time
you know,
up there.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody coming up that 5 with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm born in 1990. So by the time I'm born, I'm from the Hilltop, right? So the Hilltop is like your first historically black community in the Pacific Northwest, period. The Hilltop, it's come watch, Southside, it's come watch it, boom.
Yeah.
So up there, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? Mid-'80s, everybody from California is up there. Boom, everybody. So what happens is, you know, it's some younger brothers in the community, you know, they get introduced to this crippin'. And they decide, look, we're going to resist this California shit. We gonna be Crips though, but we not being from none of y'all shit though. You see what I'm saying? We finna
That's dangerous, right?
It is if you ain't got niggas that's riding.
Yeah, that's all you. That's how what you can stand for.
Straight up.
It's all about your militia.
And the truth of it is, that's like, that's how you really substantiate yourself at that point. Because, you know, a lot of people with the California stuff, like, they don't even understand. When you stand like that, the Cali niggas ain't gonna do nothing but respect that. Hey, these niggas stood tall on they crippin', man. What can we do? What can we do? So, you know, in my community, boom, they started some HTC, the Hilltop Crips. But then you still had individuals on the Hilltop that was dealing with different California stuff. You know what I'm saying? Neighborhood thing, Hoover thing, all that is going on too. But for the most part, everybody's trying to keep it communal. Right? Boom.
A lot of Compton dudes out there too.
Compton dudes came, Nutty Block came, Santana, stuff like that was out there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Kelly
my best friends from Seattle, like they big homies before they started their hood, they big homies was like claiming 9-0 and claiming Santana. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Boom. And then so mid 80s that happened, boom. So that goes on. So by the time I'm 5-6 years old, I'm coming up, I'm seeing that, I'm noticing that, I'm recognizing X, Y, and Z is going on. So, you know, my best friends across the alley, like my best friend, he won at like 17, 18 brothers and sisters, all his big brothers, G homies. You know what I'm saying? G homies. You know what I mean? Original, like we talking about first generation of California direct, boom. Then when I go to school, because they was busing us. I go to school, my 2 best friends at school, one of them dad is like the original, and then the other one, Pops, which is her cousin, is like close to it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just surrounded by it. Now, mind you, my family, I guess we come from Haiti, so my family is not deep in the United States whatsoever, right? So I'm being embraced by all these other families. You know what I'm saying? I'm being like adapted into families. So by doing that, boom, it's by that association. So one day, boom, this is in 2nd grade. We claiming, we at school claiming. You know what I'm saying? It's about the time it start. You know, running the hallway, we claiming.
He talk about you was getting cracking at 11, like, fuck yeah. Nigga,
like
I was full-fledged at 11, 12.
Listen, that regular. You know what I'm saying? It's regular. So appreciate you.
Because it start right around 1st, 2nd grade. You see your uncles doing it, you like,
I'm finna sneak and go do this. I'm finna sneak and go do this. So we doing it up at the school. Kid come to school, he knew, talking about he a blood. We like,
let's jumpy.
And we're like, no, exactly.
Man, let's
we like,
jumpy.
It's over with.
You feel me? A blood? Like,
Over with.
Like, what? A blood? Like, nah, we ain't got those here. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. So the teacher used to let us go to the bathroom by ourselves. Like, she just let us go. Oh, we moved on him. We moved on him in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga, we putting paws on you. Boom, boom.
Yeah, quickly.
So he was out of school for a couple days. He come back to school, and he talking about, bro, I'm a Hilltop Hoover Crip. That was the first time I heard the word Hoover, though. I heard that Hilltop thing, Crip. This is the first time I heard the word. I remember my eyes was like, what's that about? Then, a little bit after that, man, my mom, she showed me a movie. She said, I want you to see a movie, South Central. I'm like, oh, this the shit that,
Who would?
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm like, boom, boom. So now I'm realizing, like, oh, this going on outside too.
Yeah.
This, you know what I'm saying, from LA, boom, boom. So I end up going that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get to Dago though, ain't no representation of that where I'm at all.
Yeah.
I'm by my damn self. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going through things, trials and tribulations. You know, in the first year I was out there, I already got shot.
Man.
Shot. I ain't had nothing to
Where?
do with nothing.
Like you got
I just got shot in the foot. It wasn't that major,
okay.
but it was my last day
Dago?
in grade. Yeah, Dago in Oceanside, right?
I was about to say, how old were you?
14.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
14.
You see what I'm talking
It's
about?
Man,
cracking.
that's
You
early
talking
though.
about
Listen.
young, yeah, bro. It used to go down at middle school.
At middle school.
Middle school, nigga, it used to go down. I lost a couple homies before high school.
That's early though, man. Like 14, like, you got shot by somebody older or somebody around the same age?
It's a new.
Grown man. Grown man.
Oh man,
How old is you, Flak?
24.
Oh, that's why you in that new generation.
Yeah, it's different now.
We couldn't keep up with a nigga on Instagram. We gotta get on your bike, slide outside. In the middle of that, you see what's going on. In the middle of that, your family might be on drugs. So then you might have a little bar. You might be serving nigga at 10 just to put the groceries on the table around that motherfucker. You don't know what's going on. I didn't have to go that far, but I definitely had access to the dope spot to have it play at 10, 11 years old. Shit that my dad and my mom don't even believe. Cause nigga, I used to keep it so cool, but I used to be where it was at every day. Every day when I was a kid. And I used to come back home. I started smoking weed at 9.
Yeah.
8 when I first tried weed. I started buying sacks every weekend at 9. I stopped smoking at 11 to play basketball. Then I started back smoking
again
at like 13, 14 years old. You get what I'm saying? Like by the time I was already...
Basketball dreams didn't work out?
They been fucked up and I picked the weed up. Like, no, I was hooping. I was like number 8 in Southern California. Like, I was going crazy, like point guard, like doing my thing. But like he said, like I went to basketball prep school my 11th grade year. I didn't grow to 6 feet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mind you
That
that. But I'm dunking and all that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
But then I came back. They ruled me a legal transfer. I had to sit out a year and all that. Then they wanted me to go to school. So it's like I don't even get my 12th grade year to show off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever
that's like my bro
colleges
story
or
right
I got. So I still went to a HBCU. And I could have walked on to their program, but when I got out there, I was with Big Meech and them.
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
what? Nigga? Fuck is you talking about some
it's over with.
division 10
Atlanta's
basketball, man?
Atlanta's
Hell no.
different.
You already know.
Yeah,
so.
I stay in Atlanta now. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said. So I've been back and forth from Atlanta since like 06.
Yeah.
You flew out here? Wow, that's crazy, man.
Man, there's no jumper.
We appreciate you for that, man.
You know what I'm
Wow, man. You feel me?
Good looking, bro. Good
Honor,
looking.
man. Here, right.
Pull
So,
up on you when we out there, too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right. So, okay. So, like, after getting shot, and that's like, what?
14.
Cool.
05.
Right, 5, right? Now, you then dropped out of high school or graduated high school?
Nah, so boom. That was my last day, 8th grade, so I'm going into high school.
Okay.
But I'm put to you like this, right? You know, in all humility.
Yeah.
I kind of, you know, I'm like the creme de la creme, man. I'm a rise to the top. You know what I'm saying? Wherever. So
That's good.
it didn't take me long. I was less than a year in the region. my name is already buzzing. I ain't even really done nothing yet.
Yeah.
Mostly from the female, stuff like that. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Tall, light-skinned nigga on the scene. He messing with the hoes. We're hearing
curly hair.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we hearing about him. You know what I mean? So
y'all fuck all the
And
hoes.
now he's a keyway at this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the way the politics was going at that time.
You know, it's a gang of B-dogs down there.
And they wasn't doing no hood like, oh, we don't like them. They were like,
no, it's Crips and Bloods,
like,
and that's that.
That's that
Yeah,
type
that's
deal.
what I was trying to tell. Like, when we was kids, it's like, oh, nigga, they don't give a damn if you from Watts. Now it's like, but it used to be like, oh, you're a blood. Like,
you remember when it was still, when niggas couldn't wear red still. You know what I'm saying?
in the hood.
We remember how that, we saw all that change. Because how old is you?
I'm 34.
Okay, so you right there. So our time is when we saw that whole thing change. Now you see how the Crip nigga flamed up, blood nigga blew it down. You didn't used to see that back in the time. You know what I mean? Like you said, niggas was always on dress code. You know what I mean? Always. So but yeah, I'm 14, boom, I get shot, boom. So I'm out there and it's going up. You know what I mean? Cause my name's getting out and I start becoming a target. You know what I mean? Niggas like, oh, we want to get at him. Like I already got shot. Now my name is really out. So I'm starting like, damn, I'm out here solo. I'm 10 toes. I'm gonna stand on my 10 toes, but I could use some help. I ain't gonna cap to you. You know what I'm saying? And niggas was trying to get me to turn all kind of stuff. Because it's different Crip gangs out there. I fuck with. You know what I mean? But niggas was trying to get me to turn all kind of stuff. I wanted to eat. Even when I got shot, I got shot with a nigga from East Coast. You know what I'm saying? So bro was pressing me hard, like, come on, man, just turn EC. I'm like, bro, I'm not, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fuck with you regardless. But I can't do that, though.
Our roots, nigga ain't jumping. I'm off from where I'm from.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. So
how I'm gonna go back home?
How I'm gonna go, you know what I mean?
I go back home, talk about that shit.
And it's cold because I always knew I was gonna go back home. You know what I mean? I could have, and it's cold. We're young. This is before the social media age. I could have been like so many people and have been like, man, whatever I was doing, who cares? Ain't nobody gonna know.
It's a new life.
I'm gonna just be a whole new person. But I'm always gonna stay true because I was brought up properly.
And that's what I say. That shit is instilled in you as a kid. Like, even like I was saying, like, don't snitch. Don't snitch isn't a street thing. Like, that's some shit I couldn't do on my brother, nigga, to get out of an ass whipping. Like, if I tell my mom what he was doing while she asking him what was he doing, and I start saying it, I'm getting popped. Shut the fuck up. I wasn't talking to you. Stop snitching.
Don't tell her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, man, like, God damn, you was asking about that.
Trying to be honest.
So it's like, even at school, the principals start asking the nigga shit when the nigga young, like, man, I
don't know nothing, right?
I don't know nothing.
I was sitting here. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's the thing. So 14, I'm in summer school after getting shot. Detectives pulled me out of summer school. Photo lineup.
Like, what happened?
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, who did it? And, you know what I'm saying? It was Uso, it was Samoan who shot me. I told the detective, I said, man, all Samoans look the same to me, bro. Yeah. I can't help you. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
At 14, wow, that's kind of,
And I know some homies that got shot early and kind of did their thing, like told the police. Then later on in life, like, niggas got shot when they was 10, 12 years old, told, like, nigga.
You can't blame nobody for telling no at 12 or 14. Right?
Nah,
that's not how we was raised, bro.
Field. Like 13, 12, 13, nigga, 10. No, I was not even saying 10. Let's say 12.
10 you tell.
12 to
plus.
15. Yeah, like, so I got people that did that told, and then got put on. Like, I didn't know that.
12 is pretty young, though,
coming
right?
out that this happened or whatever, and it's like, damn, this be 4 years from the set. Like, but it's still like.
You
that go to home training, but you was outside because they're not shitting shots to niggas that like I could see if a nigga was playing PlayStation and a bullet came through the window and he told like, oh, I seen this car right here, like, yeah, all right, that's a young nigga. But if you were outside and they bounced out on y'all and a nigga like walking you down, that shit don't happen on accident too much. It happens on accident, but you were with a group of kids that did something to somebody because
they came for
nobody's walking down on no kids. So you was into some bullshit.
No, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
So you knew nothing to tell.
Listen.
You knew you was in that bullshit.
Me, I stayed my ass on the porch, right?
yeah, but what I'm saying is this nigga that's been off the porch, and that's like how it go.
Of course.
It's
you
like,
feel
nigga,
me?
your ass is over there like, nigga.
Yeah.
You couldn't come to school after telling them. Like, hey,
nah, it's bad.
Nigga,
He just told. I just got suspended.
man, I know some niggas
got
got checked out over shit like that.
Yeah,
like, nigga, he got me suspended. Like, we whooping cut every day. Every day he come to school, he get whooped till he transfer.
Straight up.
He gotta go. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's how niggas was raised.
Yeah, right.
Bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how we was raised.
Here, right. So then like you graduated high school, and then when did you start teaching? Yeah.
No, wait, we don't want to skip.
Yeah, of course.
So boom, I go to high school. Going back to I'm 10 toes. You feel me? I wasn't finna turn nothing. I'm not doing none of that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So one of the homies from Target, you know what I'm saying, from Target crib was like, man, bro, just, you know what I'm saying, bring some niggas home. I'm like, bro, I'm like 15, bro. How I'm supposed to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, who gave me the authorization to do something like that? And niggas was like, just do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yourself.
You know what I mean? So boom.
You the big homie at 15 is crazy.
I wouldn't call it the big homie, you know what I'm saying? A little bit more experience, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Yeah, if you been in the field longer and you come across some niggas that you see got it and they just now starting to step into that realm, you could, what you call it, tighten up their game.
Exactly, boom, showing the way, showing how they show me. That's simple, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Sharpen him up a little bit, he ready to go.
So you know, I start, you know, bringing a few niggas home, and through doing that, you know, now I got a little squad with me, you know what I'm saying? So now, X, Y, and Z happen. It ain't just me, you know what I mean? Because again, I learn fast. Even though you might mess with dudes from here or from there, when it's time to go, like that don't mean they're gonna be feeling obligated to ride. You know what I'm saying? Something happened, they not feeling obligated. Oh, now we finna go do that. We got you. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So I'm like, man, I need the team with me. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So I built a team, not nothing too crazy, because I already knew too, like, quality is always better than quantity. That's even, but
Absolutely.
see, all of this happens, and it's all praise to the Most High, because all this happens to prepare me for what I'm inevitably supposed to do, which is teach His word. You see what I'm saying? Because now I build my organization the same way. It ain't about quality. I don't want everybody to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? I want quality, strong, built, you know what I mean? Niggas is really down. That's it. Yeah. So, boom, I go through high school, whatever. I dropped out a little bit after I started learning. You know what I'm saying? Because my mentality, like a lot of people, when we first start learning this stuff, sometimes our mentality is wrong. We just turn it like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, fuck everything. It's all bullshit. But that's not really right. But you know, we go through and we learn. Now we could, younger brothers that's in the same position we was in, we could instill them with the game. Like, nah, don't go that way. Finish school. Do this, do that. We don't, you know what I mean? We got to maintain here. And we got to put each other on, and we got to be able to look out for each other. And there's different information that we can pick up in all these different, you know, avenues of life. So we got to do that. So boom, but 17, I drop out, boom. And I start learning this. And, you know, but I'm still in the street. I'm still in the street. You know, stuff ended up going bad. Boom, I end up going back home. Watched it, boom. And then I end up getting down with another organization, right? Like I said, though, going back, politics get funny. I come back, go back to Dago. When I go back to Dago again, like going back, I got this whole thing cracking in Vista, next social side, boom. So now because of that, when I'm with the homies now. I'm trying to do this, but I'm with the homies. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So 6 days a week, I'm gangbanging.
Yeah.
1 day a week, I'm teaching the Bible. You see what
Sundays
I'm saying?
or?
Sunday. I was teaching on Sunday,
Okay.
right? We usually teach on Saturday now, but during this time I was teaching on Sunday.
Yeah.
So Monday through Saturday, it's cracking. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. And when I come back, the homies was in conflict. You know what I'm saying? We was in 2 conflicts at that time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm back and it's on too. So we're trooping, we putting in the hours, we doing what we supposed to be doing. But then on Sunday, I'll be back. I gotta go teach the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So
one foot in, one foot
out. One foot out, like jumping one side of the fence to the other.
Yeah.
So that eventually caught up to me. You know what I'm saying? That eventually caught up to me. So what happened was, you know, I had lost my place. I was staying, me and a little homie. And, you know, I always feel the obligation to him because, you know, his pops died when he was like 3. They was in a car, train hit the car, crazy type deal. Yeah. Right? So we was just outside. You know what I mean? Like, we just outside. And I'm like, all right, like, damn that. You know what I'm saying? We slept in like, we slept, and like he took me to some like luxury apartments. He took me to some crazy ass way, some luxury apartments, and we slept like in the bathroom type deal. They had the propane, grills. We turned the grills on, got warm, went back, you know what I mean? Whole night, I'm like, damn that, like, hell nah. So we go about a high school. I see a white boy serving. He's serving shit. Boom. He's serving everybody. I said, oh yeah, I'm finna get him. Like, it's on. We finna get him.
Yeah.
I just watched him serve everybody.
Yeah.
I need some money. He's got the money. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I go to the car. I'm like, yeah, man, get it up. Whatever. I have two little homies standing in the back. He pull out. Boom. Hit their ass. Boom. Hit them. Whatever. So I get away on foot. Like a mile on foot, boom, taking cuts, whatever, I'm gone. I got away, I thought. Yeah. Somebody in the crowd see me, who I went to school with, right? Know my government name, whole nine.
Whole rundown.
Whole rundown, right?
He like,
my stupid ass, they pointed me out from the middle school yearbook. Like,
oh, word?
Yeah.
Wait,
we remember him.
Yeah. You had I have the brazen tats yet? Or no? The judge does?
Okay. My first case, I was in high school, but they pointed me out from some middle school and shit.
Yeah.
Like, nigga,
there's like 10 niggas though who look like you, right?
I was at a whole different school. It wasn't even at my school. I thought I was straight. They like, that's number 2 from the football team. Like, look.
That's exactly how they got, and I was just like, but so here's what's crazy though. Yeah. The incident happened in April.
Yeah.
I didn't get, the warrant don't go out for me till December.
God damn.
So here's the thing. Going through, I was doing that one foot in, one foot out shit. You know, things started becoming apparent. Like, bro, you got to stop this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You just got to get right. You know what you're supposed to do. Like, it's like I was given a golden opportunity and I'm squandering it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But the problem with me was like, I was never looking for a way out. You know what I'm saying? Like, when niggas you say, I'd be like, oh, this nigga watered down. You know what I'm saying? Like, way out. Like, ain't nothing but to say it. You know what I mean? Like, that's,
like, what else is there?
What else is there in life? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, God really showed me, though, like, nah, I got something. I'm telling you. And what he showed me is the only other thing that can really do it for me, too. Like, because this is about all Black and Hispanic people. It's about God. It's about liberation. It's about it's everything encapsulated into one. So this is the only thing that really could possibly be more important than the set anyway, is all of us and God. You know what I'm saying? Like, that defeats everything. So I come to the realization, okay, cool. So boom, I'm on a straight and narrow now. Boom, probably like the whole 2012. Towards the end of 2012, fuck around, get involved with a little bit of politics. All of a sudden, warrant go out. I said, damn. You know what I'm saying? He got me. You know what I mean? God, he got me. Yeah. He got me. Oh, you want to keep fucking around? All right, cool. I've been stalling. And here's the coldest thing with me, like, out of everything I did, reckless, anything, bro, I never went to jail. I ain't did no juvenile, nothing, right? I probably did one, like, they caught me outside late, locked me up, let my stepmom come get me in the morning type deal. That's the most. That, you know what I mean? I done got away with retarded shit. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, God love me so much, he ain't never gonna let me go to jail. Warrant go out. Yeah, you thought, nigga. I got it for you now. So boom. So I'm moving around cool for like a month. Boom, we go to teach. They lock me up. Because they've encountered us there, write names down, boom, they know where to find me. Yeah. Oh, that nigga, he finna be teaching. Boom, they come lock me up. I'm like, damn. So, you know, during my time in the county, it's like, you know, it's an amazing experience because it's a negative experience, but you understand what's so bad about it. You know what I mean? People always put, you know, they scared straight. It's not even that. It's like, bro, you wearing somebody else a draw a million niggas wore.
Period.
Clothes,
that shit,
socks.
Right there,
you know what I'm saying? You're in the shower, public. Like, this is bullshit. And it's like the Lord showed me, like, bro, you know what come with this. What come with this is
you
that.
You might get something that got a little brown mark going down the back of it.
Wait,
like, nigga, I ain't putting these on. They shutting the door on you. And you go to all right, boom. We gonna come back. We got you. Nigga, that motherfucker like, nigga, I done stripped down to give him this. I gotta put this shit on.
Do you like...
Nigga throw the blues on with no drawers. Like,
niggas love with the no drawers.
Nah, that's crazy, man.
Shit, nigga.
And that's how miserable it is.
Shit mark drawers
bending over too, like in coughing with your asshole open is crazy.
Yeah, nah, that's what you gotta do.
It's dehumanizing, bro.
Or you
there's
niggas your ass
too.
whipped though, and then they gonna get up on you.
Imagine a gay nigga.
What about nah? It's already all right. So they already separate them from us. We don't even go through processing together. Once they say that that's what they are, like
a gay CO.
Yeah,
like
that's just they got it their way. It's a sausage party in that motherfucker.
Imagine like he's coming back to like his gay friends and telling him, yo, listen, I seen Bricc asshole, I seen that nigga asshole.
And they putting the flashlight regrip. Regrip.
Hey, you feel man, you feel all type of shit, man.
Total dehumanization.
Yeah, but How was your time in county, man?
Man, I mean, it was just like I said, it was insightful because it's like this is what stuck out the most to me.
Yeah.
I'm seeing young niggas come in, I'm seeing old niggas come in, I'm seeing people who couple weeks, somebody on a 10-day flash, I'm seeing niggas that's getting ready to go on the chain and go to the pen. And it's like from 18 to 45. This is it, bro. You know what I mean? That's all that was sticking out to me is you want to keep doing this is it. Trips to the county, trips to the pen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is what your life will consist of. Or you can go this other route I showed you, dumbass, and avoid all that and actually be able to do some good as opposed to do some bad. You feel what I'm saying? And actually deviate other people from going this route. So it was clear to me. So boom, they come at me with a deal. Look, sign for this strike, you'll be out in 30 days. I'll take the strike. You know what I mean? Strike, and then, you know, GSU, I got off the gang suppression I think the last 8 years after my thing. So like almost 2 years ago. You know, almost 2 years ago.
So you had to file as a gang member. And
yeah,
all that.
walk around with the bullshit ass card. You know what I'm saying? All that. You know what I mean? And then,
that's
you know,
crazy. That's like Nazi Germany.
And that's dehumanizing because if they catch you out, boom, they can strip you naked in the street. Boom, yo, no, we got to see if you got some new tattoos. I don't even have any tattoos. We got to see if you got some new tattoos.
Nah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. Photograph you.
You're a terrorist to them.
Man, so you get out in probation, and then when did you go to New York and link up with Sonetta? Or how did you do that?
So, boom, I hit the ground running when I get out because the whole time, too, and that'd be the thing, too, that is a positive of jail. You could think. You got time to think. Okay, when I get out, this is what I'm going to do. Period.
I'm going hard.
I'm going hard. And that's what I got out. I said, I just got to go hard. Like, I know what I got to do. So I get out, boom, I start going hard, boom, names start ringing. And then Sonetta like, boom, like, yo, can I get you in Harlem? I'm like, bro, I'm on probation, boom, boom. What can we do? So that's when like the live on YouTube really first start coming out. So first he put my videos up there, but he would bring me on the YouTube lives. We do it like that. I probably ain't end up going to New York though until like, okay, when's that we went to New York? That was 2017 or 2016? 2017. No, hell no, that was 2016. 2016. We end up going to New York 2016. You feel me? And that's when like, boom, okay, I'm Bright Lights, big city, Harlem. You know what I mean? We 125th Street, Times Square. We doing everything, and I'm like the first West Coast nigga to do it. You know what I mean? I'm the first one to do it. So that was a beautiful thing. Big. You know what I'm saying? Because they always look at us like all we care about is gangbang. Gangbang. You know, that's it.
To see you.
Yeah.
I got one question. So you been on the East. So do you guys politic with the Moors?
Yeah, like
because they like for the native, they stand for.
We cool, like put it like this with everybody.
But they based on Islamic.
Exactly. So basically it'd be like this. We cool, but we always gonna have our debates. Yeah. We always gonna go back and forth on, you know, whose information is right and exact. You know what I mean? But you know, we good. Like I'm mentioning like Wack had us having the debates with a Nation of Islam on Clubhouse. Yeah. Him still my dude. I still rock Ben X and all of them. Yeah. But we was banging though, for sure. We was bringing it with her. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
sure. And that's how we gonna do it. I think that caused some like trouble as well, right? But like, we definitely will touch on that, right? Because yes, sir. I think like that actually like got back to J Electronica, and that led into some other issues, right?
Oh, for real?
Yeah. What?
No, I didn't know that.
Bruh. He posted it on Twitter like y'all should talk to the real like niggas like him who actually knows the shit, right? Instead of coming for the little niggas like, you know, right? Right. But you met up with Sonetta, right? Now, when did you and Brother Polite debate happen? Because that right there broke the internet.
Yeah, so Polite was he had first started coming to LA. Yeah. And he told Sonetta to call me. He was like, you know, this the champ on the West. He the representation out here. So yeah, let's talk to him. So boom, we end up. Son said, what was we at? We was at the Standard. We messed around, went up in the Standard. He got a room in the Standard, and we did something in there. That's before the one you saw though. Yeah. So I met him there. It was cool. We had our initial exchange. Yeah. So that one you seen was probably a couple years later. But it was like 20.
One question though, right? Was you like kind of like, yo, cause like there's videos of like Brother Polite like you know, like doing like the debates on the street, right? Where he would like damn near like in ambush these Hebrew dudes like just teaching, and he bodied them.
Yeah,
you feel me? Where you like, damn, like yo, like I done seen him body these like other, you know, I guess like newer teachers, right?
Yeah.
You feel me? We're like, damn, bro, like, you feel me? Like I don't want that smoke, or like, yo, I've seen his debates, man, bro, that's easy work.
Put it like this: I felt like it was gonna be easy work, but the beautiful thing is like everything seemed easy till you're there. Right? You know what I'm saying? Till you there. And it's like I learned, again, that was an amazing experience because I learned so much from that. Like I tell people, like now people look at me as far as in the conscious realm, like a top debater, like one of the names, like you get me, them ratings is gonna be through the roof type deal.
Well, as soon as I went to go look you up, I went to your opinion. So you drew me in because I study people, bro. I study vibration, energy, angle, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that little alignment.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just starting for real, but I'm already in tune. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful.
I seen you say that the first form of human being was black, right?
Yes, sir.
Was it? Go into that a little bit.
Okay, so
Or am I throwing you off from what you're doing?
you good, you good.
Well, right, so like, and that leads though into the like debate with polite, right? So right, so like that's perfect actually.
What I was just about to
say. Right, so like touch on that, right? So touch on, but the first human beings, and then what's your view on white people? Because I feel like that leads into the brother polite thing. So you go ahead.
Yes, sir. So essentially, of course, the original man, you know, coming from Earth, is a so-called, you know, is a melanated person or people of color, right? You go all over this planet Earth. The soil is different shades of brown. The darker, the richer. We understand that, but different shades of brown, right? From your color to my color, your color. That's what color the Earth is. Period.
We come from this.
That's where we come from. So boom, that's the original. So going back to even like I touched on with Adam and Eve, when you really pay attention to Genesis, there's a collective creation. Like there wasn't just two first people. There was a collection of people. And then out of those people, somebody was chosen. That's Adam. He was chosen out of everybody. And God said, okay, this is the people who I'm going to deal with. These people, I'm going to plant them. I'm going to set them as, what they say, he made them like the Lord of the garden. He was the ruler over the garden. There was other people in the garden. Like I said, the tree, like people read trees. If you just skip to the book of Ezekiel 31, it tell you trees are groups of people. Think about it, your family tree. It's a family, it's a tree, but it's people. So that's essentially what was going on. So that's where it comes from. So you go down the line, and you skip to Genesis 25, and this is when you start hearing about white people, right? Which is Esau. Boom, Esau come out. Esau, his name was changed to Edom, right? Edom is red in Hebrew. It's a transliteration of the word for red. Because they said when he came out, he was red all over. So we go back to the original people, right? People ain't coming out the womb red because everybody is coming with that melanin. We know who come out the womb red. You know what I'm saying? So boom, that's where they come from. Or even reddish. You know that tint, right? Boom. So that's where they come from. So that's the Edomites. So as we look at the history of the Israelites and the Edomites are like the mortal enemy of the Israelites. Then you look at all these prophecies, and these prophecies talk about the Edomites and what the Edomites was going to be doing and all the evil things that the Edomites were going to do to the Israelites. So once we go through deducing that we're the Israelites through the prophecy, through history, archaeology, all the things, because we go in West Africa, we go in the Americas, we have all the artifacts, you know what I'm saying, of Hebrew. We have the Hebrew culture and custom that we carry. Even when we discontinue from it, we still carry part of it. You know, even to this day, like ghetto, we say we live in a ghetto. Anybody can go. Anybody can look the word ghetto up. It means the part of the city where the Jews live. So why is it that we live in the ghetto? We got to be the Jews then. You see what I'm saying? Or even knowing Jesus, but if Jesus is black, then what his people is? I mean, he was black, the rest of them was white. Come on now, you know what I'm saying?
Well, here, right? So like, it's two things, right? So, okay, so somebody could say this, right? Because I think I've heard like this argument before was, bro, like Esau was an albino. You feel me? He's still black, but you know, right? But right, coming out as a albino like don't mean that like your kids won't be black. You feel me?
Yeah, true.
Right. So, what's your response to people saying, yo, like Esau wasn't white, he was albino.
So essentially, in order for them to exist as a people, they would have to initially have been albino.
Okay.
And then that albinism had to be so strong because we know we got dominant traits and recessive traits.
Yeah.
But you can look at any family tree and you can see when recessive traits come dominant. Like you might have people who are dark skinned, but they got colored eyes that run in their family.
Yeah,
that means that trait that was recessive, it turned and it became dominant in that gene pool. Yeah. So what happened is they were born initially albino, and then that albinism became dominant in their gene pool to establish them as a whole people group that was look like this. You see what I'm saying?
So do you feel like there were Africans on this earth? I mean, in America with the natives, like, because you got to think they got our color and all that type of stuff over here, so it had to come from somewhere. I feel like that's how the Spaniards and everything, they knew where the land, or stumbled up on the land. We already had claims of land.
Boom.
But how you feel about that?
So pretty much exactly. So I believe that the people who initially came and inhabited North, Central, and South America are Israelites. So when you study the history of Israel ended up splitting into two, and they start beefing with each other. Boom. The Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom. Yeah. What happens is the Northern Kingdom just disappeared. Nobody can't tell you where they went. And according to the prophet Ezra in the Bible, he says that they went to a land where nobody lived. Then when you flash forward, like you said with the Spaniards, Columbus, he credits Ezra for why he came over here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all that's a part of the story. So
exactly.
But the important thing to understand is because you got I'm sure you know about Dan Calloway.
Yeah.
Right. You got certain people that's on this black people are the original.
Because the Harriet Tubman never existed.
All that crap. But there's partial truth because yes, there were people that look like you, and look like me that was over here. But the problem is our people be so color struck sometimes we don't understand. We've always been from dark to light. We've always been that. Go to your family reunion and you mean to tell me your family reunion ain't dark to light, bro? You know what I'm saying? You got light skinned people, you got all that. We got everything because if you're the original people, then you possess all these traits that create everything anyway. So it's all going to exist. So yes, there was dark-skinned brothers here, but there were also ones that we know that, like we see today, your average, typical Mexican or Native American, all of that existed. You know what I'm saying? It always has existed here. It's not just one way or the other way. So how essentially God's divine plan of reuniting this family that split up and start beefing with each other was through what happened to us over the course of the last 500 years. Colonization, the slavery that's happened to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people. That all was a part of the plan of really a family reunion, and then we're supposed to come together and rise up together up out of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the mission that we on right now.
Yeah, right. Now, I think you said so like the Jews are, like the original Jews, the ghetto was like made for, right? Now, someone might say, well, like after the Jews like left the Holocaust and they were like sent to the ghetto, but through triumph, like they actually, I guess like elevated and out of it. Again, like I just know surface level information.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Yeah, right? So like what's your response to that? Say, nah, like Blacks are in the ghetto now, but the ghetto was created and invented for them.
Well, the ghetto, even going back before their ghettos existed in Europe, the ghettos that we had was like in Egypt, like because the main place where the Israelites were when they was leaving Israel was in Egypt, in Alexandria. The oldest synagogue in the world is in Egypt. So even when you understand that, that's where it all makes sense. Like you mean to tell me these people were here, and there, but it ain't us.
And they talk about Egypt like it's not Africa.
Yeah, no, like it's floating somewhere and not connected to nothing else. It's crazy.
That's crazy,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, wait, y'all don't, it's Africa.
I'm looking at the map, and quiet as it's kept, Israel is too. It's just right there. How do we separate? If you look at it tectonically, like the tectonic plate it's on is Benjamin Netanyahu tried to get Israel to join the African Union. If you're not in Africa, how you gonna join the African Union? Because they reject all like when Haiti they were like, nah, y'all ain't in Africa, y'all can't be from this. You know what I'm saying? So it just, but Benjamin Netanyahu's application got taken more seriously. Why? Because he actually is right there, So,
yeah, of course. But now, okay, so Edomites, right? Now the Edomites were known for doing atrocities, right? Now, again, right? You are another brother, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm trying to phrase this question really properly because I know, like, you want to have a career outside of shit, right? You feel me? and the first thing is this, right?
Appreciate you.
Right? You feel me? And the first thing we know is once people start to see you, like I guess say too much truths.
Yeah.
They now like draw clips that are out of context and try to say, you see, and he said this. Right. So are you saying that the descendants of Edomites are like white folks?
Yeah.
And Edomites are evil, or like just explain that in full context of
Well, everything we got to deal with generalizations, right?
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes people get like too caught up on everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let's take it down to a micro level. Let's say you got two gangs. They don't like each other.
Mm-hmm.
I hate them. Nigga will get them whacked out on his face.
Yeah.
But there's 1, 2, maybe even 3, 4 niggas from over there he don't feel that way about. You see what I'm saying? So in general, he has a dislike or a disdain for this people. Yeah. But that doesn't mean every person in particular, bro.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Even racist white people, everybody got their favorite nigga.
Yeah, no, literally. But because look, like in Georgia, bro, Herschel Walker. Man, them white people some of the white people who hate niggas. Yeah. But they made sure to campaign for Herschel Walker, and he almost got that Senate seat, too.
Sure. He's for sure.
For sure.
He for sure the white man's favorite nigga.
I woke up one day, he was debating in the courtyard at one of my buildings. I'm like, what the hell?
Man, Herschel Walker, it was cold because all like...
He even talks like a redneck.
Bro, on YouTube, during that election time, in Atlanta, every advertisement was an anti-Herschel Walker advertisement. Every single one. It was his ex-wife, he put the gun to my head. Yeah. I was like, there ain't no way he could get in. And then white
his son too is wildin'. Bro.
His son is cold.
Bro, listen. That gay nigga cold, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Bro, that's a gay nigga. Bro.
What happened?
He was on camera like pressing Kalani, bro. Like, yeah, bro, he's just an annoying little gnat, right? But so do you believe or don't believe that people are inherently good or evil?
I believe in people being inherently good and evil, for sure. So I believe that Edomites, so-called white people in general, are inherently evil, right? I do believe that, 1,000%. I believe that there's a segment of our people that are predisposed to evil too, but the difference is I know that through, the teachings of the Most High, we can turn that behavior. And understand what I mean inherently evil. I don't think that every white person walking around is Dylan Storm Roof, a serial, Jeffrey Dahmer.
They say DNA is like over 2 million years old. Like they got trace of DNA. Like if you do everything together, like they say DNA is like 2 million years old. So you have to inherit you everything that comes with that DNA. No matter because but you're like a new strand though. Cause you a mix of this DNA with that DNA. But
no, that's
you've been getting mixed for so long, and you picking up so many different traits
from everywhere.
Yeah, from everywhere.
And to his point, it's when you deal with like behavioral traits, especially, you inherit those things patrilineally. So fathers pass them down to their offspring patrilineally. So when we go back to Esau, that's the individual who progenerated the race. I don't like using the term race because that's a social construct. That's not even real in the first place. Anyway, race, how we understand it. But that nation or that ethnic group of people, he progenerated. So they all have that inherent nature. And the thing about Esau was, when you read the story Jacob and Esau in the Bible, Jacob being the progenitor of the Israelites, Esau was jealous of Jacob. So Esau wanted to kill Jacob. That was Esau's motive. I want to murder Jacob. I'm jealous of my brother Jacob. Mom likes him more. Dad likes him. Stuff like that. So that was inherited. So when we see a lot of the treatment that we've been getting, especially this last 500 years as a people, that this is why. A lot of this has to do with, because some of these same white people who will turn around and use racial epithets, racist ones, they'll still go get in the tanning bed. Well, why? Why are you trying to get closer? They'll still go get their lips plumped. But why? I thought that was ugly.
And if the tanning bed don't go right, they're gonna spray.
They're gonna spray it on.
Brown.
No, right? No,
orange.
Orange.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but DNA though, right? Like provides us, like for example, right? Like our IQ, our features, right? I feel like, for example, like good and evil, like or like social constructs, right? Meaning, like, you feel me, right? Right? Like we define, like we're good or evil, right?
That's an opinion.
So I don't think that like good or evil is passed down. Like for example, like the offspring of Ted Bundy and freaking Jeffrey Dahmer's combined, don't come out.
No,
inherently
they're
evil.
gonna be serial killer. Like for example, Ted Bundy is from my hometown.
Yeah.
My mom used to hang around with his brother. He changed his name because he didn't want nobody to even know that. They're like, we not associated with that. So not so much to that, but also here's the thing: we live in a world in 2023 where white people have been able to develop a country and a construct that's beneficial. They don't have to operate how they did when they pulled up to America. And how when they pulled up, they don't have to do that.
They don't have to show it.
They're 10 laps ahead.
Yeah.
So they cool, and a lot of them are like, I mean, what's the point of even doing that? Like, it's cool now. You know what I mean? Whatever. So things would be different if circumstance was different, and we would be able to see that. You know what I'm saying? But we don't now because circumstances are how they are.
Even with saying like evil, like I was saying, it's a thin line between good and evil anyway. It's like, all right, you see a man go rob a bank or go lay something down and he go rob something in order to get some money. But this is a man with felonies and all that stuff that has no way to provide for his people. He been trying the applications for the jobs and ain't been working, got $0. He go out, take something, right? He looked like the villain to certain people.
Exactly.
But he got 4 kids at home and a pregnant woman or whatever. He down on luck right now. He goes back and feeds his family and provides for. He took that money to go. So you looking at him evil as a villain, and they looking at him as a hero.
As hero.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain shit is just plain out evil, but certain shit, when the motive, you don't know what the motive is in order to call the person evil. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good thin line between good and evil, because I might have to do some evil shit in order to provide and be good to the people that look up to me.
That's why the Bible say, despise not the thief when he steal to satisfy his own soul.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We know somebody went and took something, but it's wrong. But I mean, damn, he had to do something. So that's where the understanding comes in. Like, I get it, because going back to my charge, that's what I did. I tried to take something down because, man, what else I was gonna do? I had my little homie with me. I feel obligated. Daddy ain't around. His brother, gay. You know what I mean? His big bro. So it's like he looking at me like, you know what I'm saying? What we gonna do? And free little homie too. He locked up right now. You know what I mean? He in a pen right now for a robbery. You know what I'm saying? Another situation as he got older, he went to try to do it again. You know what I'm saying? He locked down now. So it's like you said though. It was a means to an end to try to do something.
It's like
good.
if you starving, and you can't eat, and you go inside of a grocery store and steal a piece of chicken or do whatever, steal some food. They shouldn't even be able to charge nobody for that. I feel like
give me a ticket,
point,
man. I'll pay y'all back.
It ain't even I pay y'all back. It's like, damn, he gotta survive. Like, you don't know what he going through. Like, I wouldn't even, if a nigga broke in my house and went in my refrigerator and stole my food, I wouldn't even be mad at him.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? If he went in there and took all the money out the statement,
now
I'd be you get what I'm saying? But if he came in and just took down all your food, and you see in the camera,
man, whatever.
And he walked back out, locked your door and all that.
He got it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, damn, I feel bad. I be looking for him. Like, man, here, let me go get you some more food.
Next time, just
let me know. You can knock on this door the next time.
Yeah, straight.
That's the question though, right? So it's like, okay, so like what exact traits or DNA, I guess, like passed down and through the lineage of the Edomites that you will say, I can see, and these certain traits that were gifted and through DNA that like points to inherent evil.
Okay, well, number one, just behavior, right? So just in general, everybody inherits behavior. That's why, like, people's mom will say, man, you act just like your daddy, right? But here be the cold part. Some people get told that, never even met their father. Don't even know their daddy. Didn't see him and were able to emulate any of his. It's just inherent, right, in that aspect. And the University of North Carolina did a study on that. But then also, even when you get into the biological makeup, like there's a lot of what makes everybody unique is mutations, right? Mutations.
Yeah.
But when you go from original to, like Caucasian people, a lot of mutations had to happen in order for their appearance to occur the way it does, right? So even with some of those mutations, it does make them predisposed to certain behavior, addictions, things of that nature, right? Yeah. And this is all, anybody could fact check me on any of the scientific research on that, boom. Yeah. But overall, I would say that if especially if we zoom out, because when you look in the scriptures, oftentimes God would pronounce judgment against a place, against a people. He wasn't getting individualized. Oh, he cool, so now like even with Abraham begging, Sodom and Gomorrah, begging, man, look, don't destroy it. Right? What if I can find 50 good men? All right, find me 50. All right, what if I can find 20 good men? Find me 20. 10. After 5, he just gave up. All right, cool. I can't find 5 good men. I can find 1 good man. You know what I'm saying? So God said, man, I'm not going to save this place over him. I'm not. You feel me? I'm going to destroy that. We're going to give him a back door up out of here, and that's it. That's Lot, story of Sodom and Gomorrah. Boom. So God deals in general when he's bringing judgment to a place. Look at what our people have experienced the last 500 years. The good ones didn't get a pass. Right? So in the same way, there's plenty of white folks that ain't never did nothing wrong, ain't never called nobody no N-word, nothing. But guess what? If the judgment comes, if what goes around eventually comes around, they don't get a bailout. We didn't get a bailout. Why they get a bailout now?
No,
that would make that would make them better than us, more special than us.
Was you standing on your beliefs when everybody was going against us? Is what it is. It's like, all right, you ain't racist, but is you telling them they wrong?
Yeah, and how hard are you going on that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not standing on business, so you can say, oh, you're wrong, but you still letting it go on. Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, you a part of that.
Yeah, and even like, I was watching, I think they did a show, it was Boone Sharp, Gina, Almighty, and Adam. Right? Mm-hmm. And they was talking about the reparations thing in California.
Yeah.
And then Almighty was like, well, that got to go back to the South. Like, niggas don't know there was slavery in California.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, interracial marriage, I want to say like in the 50s, is finally, or the 60s when it finally got legalized in California.
Yeah.
Like, that's here. Like, so there's a common misconception that all that stuff just existed in the South. Yeah. No, that was everywhere.
Yeah.
Wherever you got farmland and product, somebody was picking that shit.
But do you consider yourself
blank period?
Yeah. No, so do you consider yourself a racist?
I mean,
because you know, like the comments are gonna be, see, black folks, right? So again, I want to make sure, right, that like my brother leaves here with the full context.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So people don't, again, like take like a 3-second clip and try to frame you, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, right. So like when the comments say you are racist, what's your response to that?
Man, I'm for Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. First, foremost, and at the forefront.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I believe that through forwarding our cause, we'll attain world peace.
Yeah.
But I believe that the original people got to get back in their original mind and set the world straight.
Yeah.
And that's the only way we're going to be able to do that. I want harmony between all groups of people. I don't want nobody to have to deal with poverty, untimely loss of loved ones, things of that nature. That's horrible, right? But the scriptures tell us when the wicked are in power, the people mourn. When the righteous are in power, the people rejoice. All over this world, what do we see? Mourning, starving, famine, war, problems everywhere. Yeah. So that tells you who's in power. So if we ascend back to our righteousness and we, manifest our power again, what we'll have is people rejoicing, happiness, harmony throughout this whole earth. So that's what I'm about.
What do you think, like, the first step for us coming together would be?
Oh, wait. Let's just touch on
yes, sir.
The racist part first, though, right?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Right? So some will say if you believe that blacks are superior to whites, you are a racist.
Okay. They could ask me that, or I could just be a biology student. Because when I was in freshman year biology, my teacher, Mr. Barton, a white man, told all the white kids in their school that they were genetically inferior to the people of color in the class.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That was from a white man, 9th grade, before I even got into any of this stuff. He said that, and he explained why that was. He explained on a genetic level. So I don't even think there's a disputation of that. It's scientifically proven. I mean, we can just look at several arenas. We can look at sports, and we can look at, but to hell with sports. Let's take a look at NASA, right? What's that movie? Taraji P. Hidden Figures.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know how to fly a rocket if it wasn't for a black woman's brain. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's not even just in the sphere of physicality, because oftentimes we always go to sports or music, our ability to entertain. We're past that, though. Our minds are, think about, you can't pull up to a stoplight. That was us. You can't put a windshield wiper on. That was us. The Native American Indian invented the syringe. You couldn't get a shot. if it wasn't for them. You see what I'm saying? So our minds and our bodies, our contributions to this earth are a testament in addition to the scientific facts, the empirical scientific data. So if I say that, which I will, I'm just being a realist. It's not based on a predisposed hatred or feeling a negativity towards any group of people. It's just a fact.
Yeah, right now, that leads us into like the viral clip now, right? I'm not sure if Bricc Baby's like seen the clip, right? Where so you and Brother Polite was debating.
Yes, sir.
And then Brother Polite brought up like your mama being like white, right?
Yes, sir.
And then, so just, I guess, explain it in full context.
Perfect.
What question was asked to you?
So he asked me, are white people the devil? Yes. Then he said, is your mom the devil? I said, yes. Right? Then he asked, is it wrong to kill a white person? I said, no.
Wait, hold up. Sorry, explain it in full context here, sir.
So basically he walked me down, right? Yeah. And this was such a lesson for me in learning how to debate. Cause I just walk niggas down now. That's just what I do. Yeah. But I had to get walked down first to see how cold it was.
That's a cold, nasty game, though.
No, it is. Yeah. But I learned from really dealing with him. That's how you got to be.
You got to be straight to the point. Like, nigga, this what I stand on ain't nothing. Nigga, these the facts. You know what I'm saying? You go against these. You can't go against facts. That's why they facts.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and argue with yourself. If I back it up with facts, there's no argument. You're just mad.
You're just mad. You're just mad at the truth.
At this point. Like, nigga, there's no argument after this. What are you talking about?
You just mad at the truth. So he knows. See, us as Israelites, you know, it's the same thing in the streets, man. Nobody bigger than the program. Just because that's my mama don't mean now we get to change the rules for her. She's now the exception. That my emotions aside, of course I love my mother, but I put my emotions aside for that. You know what I'm saying? But even then, though, going back, reflecting and really studying the scriptures, I was wrong even saying that. What I said, it was a misunderstanding me even saying that I didn't have. Not a misunderstanding in the moment, like a misunderstanding that I had at that time. Yeah. Going back, that was wrong for me to even say.
Yeah, and what was wrong was, I think, okay, so he walked you down, is your mom the devil? Yes. So if she's the devil, and would I be wrong if I killed her? And you said no.
Exactly.
And then that clip, I posted that clip, which is why, like, I think it was like kind of like strategic, right? Because I got like sent that clip by like anonymous. I'm talking about like it was somebody like with like 12 followers, like following like 1,000 people, saying, "Yo, like this clip right here is going viral, posted, right?" I wasn't even aware that clip was from like years ago.
Bro, that like 7 years old, bro.
Yeah, you feel me? Right? So right. So once that clip went viral of you saying, you won't be wrong for like killing my mom now, and you state, you know, that like as you look back, you realize that like you were wrong for saying that.
And that's if wrong. You can kill her.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Break it down.
And also, like, if you watch the thing in its totality, I said that don't mean that if I was near my mom, I wouldn't like.
You know, it's like that's if you can kick it. Go ahead, try it.
Go ahead, try it. Like, pretty much. Yeah. And it's like, you go to say they gonna ask the sheriff about what I do behind my mama. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a substantiated fact. You know what I'm saying?
Documented.
That's documented. You know what I mean? So, but even understanding that, like, ask me the question one more time.
Yes, right. So now that you look back and you're saying that I was wrong, right? Now, so what further teachings did you learn?
Okay, boom.
That, you know, like now leads to that.
Okay, so basically, essentially, the frame of mind I was coming in was, of course, nobody's been in the program, number one. And then number two, there's a law in the Bible about how to wage war, right? Basically, before you wage war, you first declare peace. You give everybody an opportunity first to have peace.
That's what you do. That's it. That I'm going to go for peace. First, before anything, I don't care what we doing. It could be an op right there. I'm going to try to find the middle ground because I was brought up on different virtues. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can't find no peace in the situation. We got to move in. We got to collapse. We got to put the press on. We got to do it.
It's extreme prejudice after that. Yeah, that's like, basically what the Bible says.
It is.
You declare peace. If your peace is rejected, extreme prejudice. Total
Plain
stomp out.
period.
But the thing is, it's very specific in there. When you're at war with people, be at war with the males. Don't be at war with the women. Don't be at war with the children. So that's the clear thing. So my premise was, okay, we've been at war for 500 years. They've been killing. They've been doing everything. It ain't stopped. It may have changed how it's executed, but the war is still going on. They're still every year. There's still lynchings, hangings.
They have all type. They built prisons. They built all type. They know how to end our program.
Period.
They're trying to shut it down, and they still can't stop us.
And
We're
that's what's
finding
frustrating.
ways from behind bars to manipulate their women to bring in. You know what I mean?
Make it happen.
Like we got phone. Now we writing books. We being able to study right there the stuff that they don't want us to have in the law library or in the library in the
It's there
prison.
now.
We can study as Google. You can't hide this information.
That's a fact.
So now you seeing all these geniuses that you have behind bars or just in our culture. Period. It's plenty like real genius like. And you would never know because they'll never have a platform to show you, or he got 30 years to life and he probably don't make it off the yard. You know what I'm saying?
Just look what Tookie did.
That's
We
what I'm
talking about
saying.
Nobel Peace Prize.
Come on, man.
From the joint.
You can't stop. You can't
Yeah.
stop
You can't.
greatness. And it shows. That's when, like we all gotta come. That's what I was trying to ask him. Like, it was really a question. Like, what do we do in order to get everybody on the same page to let people know that they can't go against this right here? It's almost like impossible if everybody's on the same page. They didn't trick us into hating each other everywhere. You get what I'm saying? That was a part of the plan too. They put crack. They signed. They made
did
the
some
whole.
shit.
They made the FBI to stop us.
Straight up. That's what he said. To stop
Look
the
up
rise of the
Uber.
Black
Look
Messiah.
up.
Wait. I've heard that crack argument a lot, but like it still took the
fact.
adventurous Negro to go ahead and find the crack to bring it back to
We
the
was
spill
already,
people.
everybody was doing
You're right.
powder,
We
but
was
we didn't know how to.
predisposed,
We didn't know
Yeah.
how to. What I'm saying is, you see what it's doing to households, and then you dump it on Freeway Ricks and all these people. The government was giving niggas the dope to sell,
And that's declassified.
in the area.
documents.
That's why they knew where all the shit was at.
Right.
They know where it's at because they know where they distributing the shit from.
Right. But I can't blame.
This is before
right?
tracking devices.
But I can't blame an outsider. I blame the individuals who accepted that and destroyed their communities for like profit.
Now to address that,
Yeah.
you're not
Right.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but you're also you're right, but you're wrong at the same time. What I mean is we have to blame them.
Yeah.
But also accountability does have to come on ourselves as well for our own hand and our own demise. So that's why, like me, I'm gonna put you like this. On the crib level, I got a crip theory, right? Walk with me. Cripping, stage one cripping, how they invented it. They just banging crip, man. It's good. We going all over the city. We're taking leather jackets. We're doing what we do. Nigga, this crip. Level 2 cripping. I call that crimming. People can say only the Hoovers do it, but in truth, everybody does it. If you a crip and your main enemy is another group of crips, how are you not crimming at that point?
Yeah.
You ain't whacking the sea out, but basically you are though.
Yeah,
Because you kill other
fucking
crips.
shit out. Yeah,
You
that's what
feel
I'm
me?
about to say. And that's the only thing I really felt with Tookie was like, I ain't doing nothing to another crip because that's like suicide.
Exactly.
It's like you really, because they don't do that.
At
The
all.
other side
Yeah,
don't do
yeah,
that. Ain't
exactly.
nothing bigger than a bee, and they don't really beef with each other
Yeah, exactly.
like that. So
Like
it's
the
not
Crips do.
really, like it's now it's starting to be like, they'll do it, but then they'll cut that shit out.
Yeah, they'll be able to find a
that's a crip
resolution.
thing. That's for sure a crip thing.
From
Like,
the start.
yeah, because at the end of the day, I feel like if we didn't beef with each other and we left it at, man, it's already way more than this. Get nobody would have been able to
Who can
do
possibly
that.
fuck with
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Nobody.
yeah.
But then stage 3 cripping is the acronym, Community Revolution and Progress.
Period.
So it's sending to the point where we go, okay, look what we done did. You know what? That ain't it. Let's now start moving towards positivity. You see what I'm saying? So that's the key thing. So that's going into kind of the realization of what do we do to our community? Okay, now how can we start to reverse it? How can we bring these young men up in a better way than what we was brought up in? You know what I'm saying?
And to go back about banging Crip and take it, the thing was they wasn't even banging Crip. It was the Baby Avenue Cribs that was after the Black Panthers You know what I'm saying? So the babies were the kids that were coming up under the Black Panthers.
And they didn't get all the
to hold
lessons.
canes and stuff.
Yeah.
But while they was out wilding, because they were only supposed to be police in the neighborhood, but when people veer off and get deterred from the main focus, they out wilding and they taking leather jackets, and the police don't know that they're saying Cribs and they're holding canes and stuff. Yeah, so this is the Crips. The Crip, you know what I'm saying? The police really gave us the Crip name.
Term. Put that in the newspaper.
Yeah, they put it in the newspaper and then like, fuck it, that's what it's Crip, nigga. Like,
Oh shit.
yeah,
That I not know.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Just going back, like a lot of people don't know their history. I don't know where. That's where they don't know where they going. They just going in circles. So it's like when you see a Crip doing something positive, or even just a gang, period, doing something positive, that don't go against what he stood on. They don't tell us, hey, go fuck up the community. This like defend your area. Like don't let nothing happen. Exactly. Can't nobody come over here sell no dope. Can't nobody come over here do no wrong. Make sure they don't deal with our old ladies or the women in our community, the kids. If they try to do that, crash out. Now people are making it an ego thing. You know what I'm saying? There's no longer protection involved, and that's where the drugs, I feel like the drugs and the money came in and kind of started really divide and conquer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the more I could control, the more money I could have. Fuck all that other stuff. All that unity that's out. You know what I'm saying? Like, because now you got these people over here, they could be a gang of dope fiends, and while you putting them on, they smoking dope and they getting the fiend mode, they gonna steal. So you can't, you know what I'm saying? It's little shit like that that's going
how the economy
on. And that's
work
how
now,
and that's how shit start falling apart. They like, how did crack make? Because it took trust out of the community. That's what it did. The drug was so good, it took all the trust. Like, you got somebody kid stealing their mama refrigerator and they dryer and this, that, and the other.
Absolutely.
Like, don't nobody fuck with their kids. All right, we ain't, you know what I'm saying? So it's no more generational wealth. It's a whole generation that got deleted. And the ones that stayed strong through it all, it wasn't too many of them. So now when you saying these people dying out, I was supposed to keep this property, but I'm a dope fiend, and this property is worth $750,000 when my parents died. I'm selling this. It's no way I'm keeping. How I'm gonna pay for it? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm selling it. I'm finna fuck out the money. So you supposed to really keep it. And that's you ain't supposed. That's supposed to be for your kids.
That's how you have a
community.
community.
You supposed to go on to the next. We either got that one now. You see what, like, how Hispanics move. That's why I like the way they move. They go, they all here, boom. We're gonna buy this house. We'll move next house. And all of us, we're coming to the same street community. So now all of this us. This is our family. Of course. Right here. We don't have to go outside. We can knock down these backyards and
make it 1 yard.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's what we missing a little bit.
Straight up.
Of course, man. Now let's actually get to so first off, right? Now it's CEO Reek.
CEO Reek, yeah.
So CEO Reek. Now this is a story that I heard, and I was on Clubhouse, but I didn't really interpret it like this, right?
Okay.
So when CEO Reek was on Clubhouse, I just seen him as a good dude. You feel me?
Yeah.
But apparently, and he was repping like certain Crip sets.
Nah, blood. He
blood.
Right.
Right. Right. And he was repping certain blood sets, and then I think Wack.
His name was
Reek.
Yeah,
Reek.
Yeah, Reek.
For this, I think he Baby Rico.
Oh, okay.
Baby Rico.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know.
And then Wack, I think, exposed the fact, or somebody like posted a picture
of him with me
where he was with you and the Hebrew. I'm talking about from the top to the toe, right?
Yeah.
And then that led to people saying, "Yo, CEO Reek is a fraud. He's not a gang member. You feel me? And he's a Hebrew Israelite. He has an identity crisis."
Yeah.
So then you actually came on and stood up for him.
Yeah,
right?
Because that's my guy.
Years.
Yeah, well, I mean,
yeah. So break that down.
How does that? Go ahead.
Yeah, so like, basically, people try to spin a narrative, and I'm like, so I came in the room, and because I'm in the picture, so I'm like, hey, yeah, that's me in the picture. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on? What's the problem?
Both light-skinned brothers.
Yeah, he's like, Reek was Israelite. Okay, and you know what I'm saying? And he was from where he's from before, like. We all come from something, you know what I'm saying? Like, period, you know what I mean? So, and then we go through a transition. But what happened with him was, he was in my organization, which my camp is called Sakari. He was with us. And, some things transpired, boom. you know, and we went our separate ways. So he started doing his own thing for a minute, but everybody can't do that.
Yeah.
Everybody not cut out to really build something from the mud. You know what I mean? And he kind of just, he went back left. You know what I mean? And he didn't stop believing in this or nothing like that, but he kind of like turned back to the streets. But I always fuck with him, period. He know he could call me anytime.
Mm-hmm.
So the first time he on Clubhouse with Wack, I come in the room, I don't even know it's him. I hear his voice, I text him, I'm like, nigga, that's you? He like, yeah. He started asking Wack Israelite questions. Hey, what do you know about the Israelites? You know about black and Hispanic people being Israelite? He started doing that. So then from there, he started rocking with Wack from that point. So from there, now I'm like, all right, well, I'm plugged in over there then. That's cool, whatever. I'm going wherever they going, doing whatever they doing whenever I get on Clubhouse.
Yeah.
So there's that. So then all of a sudden they try to come out like they expose him, like they caught him like doing some crazy stuff or something. Like, yeah, he was doing that, you know what I mean? He stopped doing like it's not nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying?
He act like he got caught like telling her with
you know what I'm saying?
with a man
touching a little kid or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like okay, he was an Israelite. Like what's the issue?
It's a million homies that go and they Muslims
Exactly.
in jail and they this, that, and the other. Like, it's a lot of people that I know put their religion. Wack ain't been on the yards long enough anyway to be able to judge nobody, because you'd be banging a religion too had you had some time like that to tap in with the inner you. If you take jail and take away the party and study yourself, if you don't study nothing else, study yourself and know what you're gonna be able to do with yourself. Like, you know what you're gonna do, because now I'm so aligned with myself because I'm in here alone. You get what I'm saying? Like, you might read something where you come across something and you feel like Jesus was similar to your story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what happened with me. Like, that's why I started calling myself Blue Jesus. People think I'm just like the crib guy. Like, I was reading this book. I still got it at the house. I can't remember the name right now, but I was reading a book and it was showing like facts that Jesus was real against like the fiction. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it was just pointing out like, why does he exist in everybody's book? Now, if there was historians that were jotting down shit and he never exists at all and he wasn't a prophet, why are these sightings or these...
Why are there so many references to him?
So he had to be him. He probably didn't, like I was saying, he probably didn't walk on... They never said what type of body of water it was. They said Jesus was walking on water. They never said, like, now, when you put your own metaphor behind it, you know what I'm saying?
You can embody it.
He couldn't walk on water. Or parting the Red Sea. Like, I'm not saying none of this didn't happen, but
you gotta look
you
at the
don't know
symbols,
what, like, he could have been the first person to successfully travel the Red Sea, if you want to get technical.
Yeah, exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So, and I don't want to dig into too
but
much,
like you said, but people be getting too caught up in like the over literalization as opposed to getting what's the moral of the story?
Yeah,
you know
the moral of the story.
Yeah,
now you get that
because that's how you can apply it to your life.
Thank you. And that's all I'm saying. So when you go to jail, you study yourself and you know yourself. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't fault him because he feel like he spiritually relates to this group of people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No. Like, period. Like,
and
that nigga, that don't make you less of a man.
Straight up.
That don't make you less of a Damu or a Kiwi.
Exactly. And it's just manhood. Like you said, when I was in the county, I'm doing my thing. I'm teaching everybody the Bible. But guess what? Did I turn anything down? No.
Hey,
no. You know what I'm saying?
Come back there and get that issue too. You tripping? All right,
boom, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know, you know what I mean? Anybody who was locked up with me would tell you. You know what I mean? But I was definitely teaching niggas the Bible too, but wasn't turning nothing down neither though. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a balance, and it's a matter of, you know, like he said, man, studying yourself in the sentence. So, you know, and Reek kind of, you know, he went backwards a little bit, and Wack spoke on it, and I agree with him when he said that about, man, you went backwards. And that's true. He did go backwards. And I told him that. No, I told him that myself, because I'm always going, he know he going to call me. I'm going to be real. He'll call me on FaceTime one time. He's smoking a cigarette. I said, bro, come on, you smoking a Newport, bro? Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know better than that. He like, man, come on, you know I just got shot. I said, bro, I got shot. I ain't start smoking Newport. come on. You know, but
He got shot?
yeah,
God damn.
But this is before the Clubhouse shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's like
I didn't know Reek was on that, man.
But I'm always gonna be there for him.
Yeah.
That's my bro. You know what I mean? Period. So when all the stuff started happening on Clubhouse, I'm like, you know, I stepped for him. This is before like the stuff between him and Wack started going on. You know what I'm saying? The stuff with him and Wack started going on. But I was there for him. I'm calling him, counseling him through the whole thing. Like, he know, bro, like, there's nothing nobody can't tell me about you because I know you. You know what I'm saying? So can't no next person come and say, oh, I don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
This my guy. I know this brother. You know what I'm saying? Period. We didn't, you know what I mean? Been in these streets teaching the Bible. And again, me and him ain't supposed to even get along technically. But this breaks down, and that's a beautiful thing. Like, our group out here, boom, over in the 60s, standing next to each other. Boom, beautiful. Up north, our Bay Area camp, on Norteño and Sereno, with each other. Boom. Our Chicago camp, GD, BPSN, with each other. We're breaking MS 18th Street with each other. Like, we bring all that together because we understand this is about something so much bigger than all. It's about all of these people that have got the shit end of the stick for the last 500 years coming together under God, following God's code. That's the only thing that can really supersede everything. Is that right there. So that was like, when I heard it, I'm just like, yep, sign me up. Like, that's it right there. Boom. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, right. So they title it though, like they title like the clip, Hebrew Israelite presses Wack or something like that. Now like
presses or steps for CEO Reek.
Yeah, right? So, was there any type of like conflict there, like with you and Wack, or no?
Nah, I ain't never had no conflict with Wack.
Okay.
Like when Wack, when he had came up here that one interview and he was saying shout out to the Israelites and the Nation of Islam. That was I was one of the brothers up there debating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I ain't never had no issue with him.
Now, okay, so like speak about the debate with you and the Israelites. One, how did that happen? And two, like, what about that particular debate like caused so much conflict? Because like I think like after that, you know, like Wack had another, you know, like I guess encounter with the Nation, and that wasn't a pleasant encounter. So why was that particular debate, you know, like so bad?
So what happened was the Nation of Islam was doing a room in Wack 100's room.
Yeah.
One of Wack, a bodyguard that worked with Wack, Pitbull, is in the Nation of Islam.
Yeah,
so,
FOI.
Yeah, boom.
Okay.
So he's doing it, and he got brother Ben X up there, which Ben X is my guy. I met Ben X. I rock with Ben X.
Me too,
Tough.
yeah.
That's my
I
dude.
grew up with Pitbull.
Feel me?
Oh, word? Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so they doing that, and brother from another Israelite camp, ISUBK Captain Azariah, he's infamous for debating polite. And they press up in there like, look, we just want to ask a question. Boom, in the Quran and say, you know, if your wife acting up, go upside her head.
Yeah.
We want to know about that. Now, the thing is, what we always made clear was we know the Nation of Islam is not with that, does not condone that, is not beating their women. We know that. But we're trying to point out our issue with the Quran and why, look, Farrakhan already came out and said we the Israelites. We know this already. We trying to just get everybody on one accord type deal. So they came and asking about that. That caused a ruckus. So then, boom, I was doing at the time when
So what was they reply?
I wasn't there for that, right? I heard about that. Niggas start calling my phone. They thought I was there. I'm like, bro, I wasn't even there. So the next day, I was doing a room every other Sunday in a club called Sleepless in LA, which was the original room that Wack was in.
Yes, I love Sleepless.
Sleepless. Every other week was doing a room called That Ain't in the Bible. Me and my man B-Mac, right?
And the Crenshaw District took over, yeah.
Yeah, boom. So it was Christian. All of them was around, right? So we was in Sleepless. We was doing a room. So the next day, that's all everybody's talking about. So I'm like, well, damn, I'm speaking on it a little bit. So then, you know, Captain Zaria, he hit me. He like, look, boom, we finna line NOI up next week. We doing the debate with them next week. All right, cool. So we come in there, we debate them. Then they're like, all right, we want to do it again.
Who won
next week? I mean, I'm gonna say yes, but anybody can go listen for themselves and see how.
Ben X was there though.
Ben X was there for the first initial time.
Yeah.
So by the time we go back to line them up,
Yeah.
Ben X is just in the goo. He don't come up.
Smart man.
So a couple Nation of Islam and my man Rod X from Seattle, who's one of my brother's cousins, he came up and he was like, fuck, I'll take the bullet for everybody. So, man, we just start pinging. Everybody, we just start pinging on, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no,
information.
if the little nigga came and fought, right? Like, That don't count as an actual debate, you feel me?
Well, yeah, but he was there, but he didn't want to come up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying, Ben X was scared or intimidated. I think it was more of a
let y'all do your thing.
I don't want to have a problem between it, so I'm gonna just let it happen type deal.
Yeah.
So, we did it. It was a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of fun. So the first time I got my punches in, but I was trying to, because I didn't set it up. It wasn't my program, so I don't like to come in stepping on nobody's toes, blah, blah. All that. But the bro who set it up was Captain Desire. He told me that he was like, nah, nigga, don't hold back this time, bro. Go in. So nigga, I just started going in.
The third time.
What I'm saying? Technically the third time.
Yeah.
Technically the third time. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
that's on YouTube.
Now, so now the part 2 was with was with Ben X was there or no?
Ben X was in the goo.
Okay.
That time, yeah. There were more.
The first time,
The first time there was, so the initial time was the initial thing, Ben X was running the room.
Yeah.
Then, that was Saturday. Then Monday we came, Ben X wasn't there, but there was a lot of other NOI guys there.
And
then the next week, he was just in the goo.
Got you. Right. Because because that sparked off into some other stuff. You feel me?
It kind of got hot.
You feel me?
Got hot a little bit.
It got some, bro. Oh, yo. Also, too, man. What's your take on Dr. Umar Johnson?
Man, educated brother. You know what I'm saying? And highly intelligent.
Now, the schools opened up. I think he said February. I don't know, 18th, like that, right?
All praise. That's beautiful. I'm glad to hear that because like you said, people were trying to say he was scamming, blah. People don't know what goes into certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the type of time and effort it takes. Like, ain't none of us opened up a damn educational institution. Mm-hmm. How we supposed to know what it takes, what certifications, bro, we don't know.
And all that. You just got the dream. Now you got to go walk it down.
Actually do it. So he raised the dough and is getting ready to open up.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing but salute,
applaud it.
The ideological differences aside with anybody, I gotta salute any form of progress. Like even Tariq, there was a time I wasn't really feeling Tariq until I watched his first video with you.
Yeah.
And I really just sat down and listened to Tariq. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and my issue with Tariq was I felt like he was being purposely antagonistic towards immigrant groups, and of course, I'm Haitian. You know what I'm saying? So
that's okay. Gotcha.
I'm taking that. I'm gonna take that personal, but because also Haitians have a lot of contributions to this country. Don't get it twisted. There's no Louisiana Purchase if we don't whip the French ass. There's no Chicago if we don't go find it. We even helped in the American Revolution, as quiet as it's kept. So we have contributions to this country as well. But the foundational Black American did build this. So I respect that, and I understand when I heard him talk about equitable relationships. I feel that 1,000%. Shit got to be mutually beneficial. Yeah. The foundational Black American can't just keep getting the shit end of the stick. And then just in general, like even growing up, when people go, "Oh, what are you?" You say, "Boom." Somebody say, "Haitian." I'm Jamaican. I'm Costa Rican. Whatever. And then what are you? "Oh, I'm just Black." What do you mean just Black? Like that's downplaying what it is to be an African American. Whereas think about the culture. There's a Haitian accent. There's a Jamaican accent. But you come here. You got a Southern California accent, a Northern California accent, Texas, Georgia, Florida, Baltimore, Philly, New York. They all got things. So the culture is very rich, but a lot of African Americans have not. They look at their culture like it's bland. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So there is a certain need to reinforce that. Like even with us, we teach the 12 tribes. We believe that the African American is the tribe of Judah. That's the same tribe of Jesus. That's the leaders of this whole shit. The same tribes as Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. So in understanding that, everybody is looking to the African American at the end of the day. We all making trap music. We all gangbanging in all of our countries throughout the Caribbean, Central and South America. Well, who we get that from? We all wearing fitted hats. Where do we get that from? Yeah. We're all doing rap music. Where do we get that from? That comes from FBA. So there needs to be respect put on FBA. So I understand him more. But in certain people in the FBA movement, there's what they call xenophobia. Oh, man, you Haitian. Oh, you Jamaican. Oh, you from Liberia. You know what I'm saying? Of course. And that there's merit to it in certain instances, but I think it gets overdone sometimes. Yeah. So it turned me off to him. But when I heard your interview with him and you heard him out, I was like, man, hey, I mess with my man King Flex for sure.
Yeah, right. Hey, right, because obviously, and I'm West African, right? Mm-hmm. Right, so people hear his jokes of the
Jollof.
Yeah, right. They get so freaking angry, right? But bro, with me and him, our last interview, right? it's a non-FBA hairline, right?
Yeah, no, I watched that. I was watching this morning.
Right, but yo, like that shit is jokes, right? You feel me? And like it's mutual, jokes, right? But I just feel like, man, like he does, like for example, man, like he did like a great documentary on
Asian Revolution.
Yeah, right. And yo, bro, like, and he does these great works, right. But my question, right, is this though, right? So with Umar Johnson, man, do you feel like Umar Johnson ended Seti's career?
Man, nah, I feel like Hebrew Israelites ended Seti's career. Seti, his name Sarasut Seti, brother out of Detroit, light-skinned brother. He was like the conscious dude, but he talked. I mean, his mouth, it was reckless. He talked. The way he talked, damn, that's some bullshit. Yeah. Like, that's how he gave it.
Yo, listen.
Very entertaining. I like Seti, right?
Yeah.
But, he had a debate with an Israelite. I mean, it was bad. It was really bad. It really rocked that whole, like, the Kemetic side. Mm-hmm. And then, he was still around, but then what really seen him kind of disappear was there was a debate that was supposed to happen, Seti and Young Pharaoh versus the Amarat squad on if the Medu Neter, which the hieroglyphs, if they've been deciphered.
Yeah.
Right? So they're on the, Pharaoh and Seti were on the position that they never been deciphered.
Yeah.
The Amarat squad is on the position that they was deciphered, but you calling yourself Pharaoh and you calling yourself Seti, so you must say they deciphered because you got the names from the damn, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but the Amarat squad reached out to me on some collaborative because I've done studies with them as far as on the archaeology, the language, the evolution of the language, the relation to the Hebrew language, to the Medu Neter, things like that. So I was getting ready to work with them on that. Quite as it's kept, like, even that joint with Polite, bro, I ghost wrote a whole round of one of Polite's debates.
Oh, really?
When Polite debated Rabbi Harry Rosenberg, round 2, go watch. Them is Rakim's rhymes he spit.
Hold up.
I got all receipts on that. I got any receipt on that too.
Hold up, that's big news right now, though. You feel me? Yeah. Wait, because Senator, now against Senator, like, because if dudes get in there, like, debates ghostwriting for him, like, that takes away the integrity, right?
For sure.
Of a bunch of what's going on, right? Wait, so, like, if you have receipts for that, like,
oh yeah, I got the receipts.
Then I believe that's Senator got to strip away.
I got to get the title for that, right?
Yeah, right. You feel me? Right? Because because Polite body that man, right?
Yeah, no, it was bad. It was bad.
He bodied him, like.
But I mean,
it was gross.
I mean, if your man's got the knowledge, right?
Yeah.
And he give you the frame, and you go work the frame the right way.
Nah, man.
No, I'm just telling you because it's like, okay, both of them ain't going to the debate, but if it's my boy, I'm giving you this info.
Yeah, because he wasn't going to debate us.
Yeah.
The rabbi, he was too scared to debate the Israelites.
Yeah, so you got to give him, and now if he can swing this, like, you got to give him like
a
this.
battle rap, though, right? You feel me? Like, you can't have niggas writing your bars, dog. You feel me?
It's niggas doing it.
It's niggas definitely doing it.
Sure,
but at that time. And I always, even despite any of the stuff, I always been cool with Polite until the allegations came out against him that he's facing now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. So I sort of right. So like, I sort of heard of it.
Yeah.
And then I just forgot it was still a thing
because it's been dragging.
Right.
You know how trial goes.
Yeah. Right. And then you reminded me that this is still like a thing that's going on, right?
February 8th. Trial's supposed to start February 8th.
February 8th trial, trial starting?
Yeah, in Miami-Dade County,
Yo, I wonder, if their trials are public, right?
I don't know. I damn near wanted to go, but I'm about to be traveling so much. When we doing the Super Bowl and boom, we going so many places, I'm not going to be able to go. But because the thing is this, regardless of anywhere I feel about him or et cetera, if he's not guilty,
free him.
I don't want to see any
black man
innocent, but especially these charges. So he's accused of sexually molesting his girlfriend at the time's 14-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
That's the accusation. Yeah. Now, I'll be honest with you. Do I think that he's guilty? Yes, and here's why. Because a warrant went out for the DNA. Mm-hmm. They took it from him. After the results came back, a warrant went out for his arrest.
Mm. There you go, the case right there.
So unless they get up in there and say it's not a match, which I don't know why they would issue an arrest warrant if the DNA isn't a match. Mm-hmm. So that's the only thing for me. And he said a lot of heinous things against the Bible, and he acted as if the Bible co-signed that type of behavior, and he utilized that as an argument to demonize the Bible, and he even shot the Bible up over it. But it'd be a cold situation if you in fact did the thing in which you were trying to demonize the Bible for. That would be a cold situation. Now again, if he's not guilty, I want him freed, admonished on anything I've ever said negative. I have no problem apologizing for. Because at this point, I don't know whether or not that's also something that the Bible teaches. Until we got the facts, we can't come to a definitive conclusion. Go ahead.
And it depends on what they swap for DNA. Because if it's the rape kit and they swapping that, or are they swapping the DNA for a hair that's been around the room in the house that he lives in?
Yeah. So we got to see how that all plays out in trial.
There was no. So like, and there was. I think I read the actual like
the police
thing,
report,
right?
Yeah.
And it said that they found like semen or like
on the shirt.
Yeah. You feel me? And they're trying to like say that semen is his DNA.
That's what the allegation is. Right?
Yeah, right. Now listen, if he did it, it'll be unfortunate because and like he's truly one of like the brightest minds, right? But man, like it's just been like a bad like last like 5-6 years, right? Because a kid actually got like arrested, right? I think the kid was like 17 years old, right? Mm-hmm. And he said that, and he got like his advice to kind of like get these properties by just breaking in and like living there and paying taxes on it.
Yeah, squat.
Right?
And paying the bills, yeah.
Right. But but like polite and had like a particular like word for it, right? Mm-hmm. And he went out to try to like follow that, and he got arrested. Now, and his life is over with, right? Yeah. So now, I can't even like speak towards like did this kid follow like his advice to the exact step, right? But like ever since that happened, like that kind of hurt, like. A bunch of, you feel me? Right? Yeah. Like, right, so man, bro.
And then like there's a lot of women like, he pushes the black woman as God. Yeah. But there's a whole lot of black women with receipts that he done scammed them out of thousands of dollars. So, I mean, when I heard him say that, I already knew it was game. I already knew what that was. Boom. Sure. Yeah. Have her wide open to go ahead and hand that over. That's all that was. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But like, so stuff like he called one time, and this is like, because he was good at, and this is the thing a lot of guys built themselves. Mm-hmm. Us as Israelites, we're front line. We demonstrate very publicly. So anybody can walk up on us and ask us anything at any given time. Mm-hmm. And we deal with honesty and integrity so we get the answers. That's also what he took advantage of when he was asking me them questions to get that viral clip. He knows I'm going to be honest. He knows I'm not finna BS. So he kind of championed himself on creating trick questions and coming and blindsiding people like, with that. You see what I'm saying? So they try to call me on the phone one day, saw that in him, and then like they try to ask me about something in the Bible. And I said, I'll answer that as soon as you tell me why you rob God. Because the black woman is your God, right? Mm-hmm. Why you keep robbing her. As soon as you can explain to me why you keep robbing God, then I'll answer your questions. But we're done answering your questions now, bro. Because you've made a career off of just being able to ask questions, but you didn't have no answers because you ain't even standing on nothing for us to even come ask you no questions about. But now we done figured out, the black woman is God. Okay, cool. So but sis, it's one sister, her name, man, something goddess. She's out the Bay. She did a great video, just in-depth showing all the receipts. Like, bro, he burnt me. You know what I'm saying? For a few racks. So, like, why? If she's God, why are you doing that, bro? You know what I'm saying? So things like that is crazy. And then too, like even how he sensationalized that clip with my mom, like bro, like number one, everybody know I love my mama. Let's make sure that's on the record. Yeah. But then also on top of that, like, but I thought the black woman was God. Why aren't you asking me how I treat my black wives? Mm-hmm. Why aren't you asking me how I treat my black daughter, my black stepdaughter? Several other single black mothers out here that we help every day. Yeah. Why isn't that the question? Because I thought that's your concern, the black woman, right? Why are you asking me about the white woman? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you ask me about how we treat and how we take care of black women every day? You know what I mean? So that was kind of cool.
No, let's actually like touch on that, right? So you believe in polygamy and you have what, like 3 wives or 2?
I got two.
Right here. So now those 2 wives are loyal only to you, and they can't go out and have sex with other people.
Exactly.
Now, okay, so like speak on this, right? Because feminists will say, toxic masculinity. Why can you have your fun and have the wives and all the pussy, but then they can't have other penises? So like, what's your like response to why do polygamy work for black folks?
Well, it's because it's the natural way we've always been.
Okay.
Before the Western European standard of, because even people don't understand romance. Let's just deal with that.
Yeah, romance.
That means Rome. It come from Rome, romantic, pertaining to Rome. So the whole concept that we under is some Western European concept.
Yeah.
You go to Africa, you go to America before any of this, like that's how we was getting down. Men was having multiple wives. There's more women, especially amongst us. There's more women, like black women versus black men in this country is like 2 million more.
Yeah.
Then it's a gang of us locked up. You see what I'm saying? So all that, like, they need leadership. They need guidance. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? If you're a feminist and you think you don't, cool, go live your life. Yeah. It is what it is. But guess what? These women, they had a choice. Cause I lay things on the table. I date women all the time. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. You hear me? I'm meeting women. I'm not
all the time.
I'm not one of these holier than thou dudes. You gonna see me outside. You're gonna see me at nightclubs. You're gonna see me at hot spots. You're gonna see me with these fringes on. I'm gonna keep the laws. Like I'm not gonna do nothing contrary to this Bible. But I'm gonna be around you because I don't think I'm bigger or better than any of my people. Period. I'm gonna meet you where you at, greet you in love, treat you with respect. That's me. Period. So I'm out here. I'm meeting young ladies. I'm going on. I'm all the stuff, and it's on the table. Like you gonna know. Like this is what I do. I got 2 wives. This is how I get down. I got this many kids. I do this. This is what I do. So it's on the table. So if you want to deal with me, baby, it's a choice.
Did you have to go to a state that was legal in order to get that done?
That's illegal still. So we're not legally married. But the state of New York is actually making a stride to legalize polygamy because they're like, look, if same-sex marriage got that treatment, if they're saying if it's a love is love policy, well then how are we restricting this now?
Period.
We can't if we gonna just get unrestricted, let's say these are consenting adults, let them do their thing and have the legal protections. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, bro, listen, bro, like, yo, this has been a great interview, man. Like, I had you here for what, 2 hours now? You feel me, man? Like, goddamn, bro. No, even more than 2 hours, because you actually came a tad bit earlier at like 2:00, like something, right?
Yeah, like 2:05. Yeah.
Damn, I had you here for 3 hours, man. Shit, you feel me? But bro, listen, bro, I definitely feel like you came here and you actually like clarified, you feel me? A bunch of things, right?
Crazy.
To where now like that clip that has been sensationalized now has the full context, man. But before we conclude, right, man, is there anything you want to plug, you feel me? Like your IG, YouTube channel, you know?
Yeah, GRLA, GRLA Hebrew,
You know?
at GRLA Hebrew, on all social platforms. Sakari, that's SICARII is my organization. We on YouTube all over the place. We're in most major cities throughout the country. I want to plug my brand too, Urban Gorilla. I got it on here, boom. You know,
I need that merch, man.
Yeah, I got you for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. What's your size though?
Double XL.
Okay, boom. I got you. I got you on the 2X.
Yeah.
For sure. You know, I just want to say all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Wake up, repent, man. You are the Israelites. Keep the commandments of God and faith in His Son, bro. And we'll be able to manifest our kingdom on this earth. I promise you.
What's next though? Like, is there any type of like, are you dropping a book? Just more video content,
Man,
more.
like, everything is next.
Okay.
Like, so the book thing, I've been meaning to write a book, but it's like you got to sit down to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm
Emotion.
I'm on the go so much, bro. Like
Emotion.
it ain't time. But like I just love the Most High because He done brought certain people to me that's like, well, I can do it. I've already did presentations, videos, all the stuff. Like He could go take that, put that in the format, boom. But you know, we just right now, especially for 2023, like we just in overdrive right now. Like that's the plan. That's why like I'm here this weekend. We finna boom. We going to Vegas tomorrow. Do our thing in Vegas. Boom, next week, we in Houston. The week after that, we going to Phoenix for the Super Bowl. The week after that, I'm going to New York. Like, we're just doing
I'll be there
everything.
too.
You going to Phoenix?
If you in town, like, pull up to our like hip hop trends brunch.
Yeah, for sure. I'm in here.
Yeah, man. Yo, folks, Bricc Baby, and how was your first like official no jumper interview as a co-host, man?
Well, you had my boy here, man. You know, we into damn near the same thing. I think we'd connect more. I just didn't want to get in the way, but
man.
It actually was easy because my boy is smart. It ain't like we talking to a brick wall. That's why it lasted so long. So you know what I'm saying? And I learned a lot. When I start being quiet, that means that I'm soaking up a whole lot of stuff. So I don't want to ask a question in the middle of me learning something. So
Yeah.
he had me in like student mode for a second.
that's
So
true. Yeah,
I
man.
respect that. So
praise,
good looking,
bro.
man.
Straight
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do a whole lot more.
Yes, sir.
And then we gonna have you double back on the street scientist too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, beautiful, beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Facts,
Sound
man. You
good.
feel me,
Sound
man?
good.
But folks, listen, man. No jumper, coolest podcast in the world, and this podcast will be unedited. You feel me?
All praise.
Y'all don't touch a goddamn thing in this interview. You feel me, man? Feel me, man? Let this shit rock, man. All right.
You did.
Coolest podcast in the world, man. We're out of here, folks. Peace, man.